Kevin Owens takes out Cody Rhodes after Saturday night's main event. WWE has another Canadian champion as they load up for their Raw debut on Netflix. Hey everyone, Rob Wong, joined alongside by Postmedia wrestling writer Jan Murphy. And Jan, Saturday night's main event now in the books. Some interesting storylines to come out of that. We'll get to Cody Rhodes in a moment, but we got to talk about Canada's own Chelsea Green becoming the United States champion in a pretty incredible match. And I know on social media, a lot of people really happy about the result. It's been a long time coming for Chelsea. What did you make of
Well, first of all, Rob, it's Chelsea Green. Don't we know that now? Listen, there's probably no one in professional wrestling I'm happier for today than Chelsea Green. She has literally taken the long road, a lot of setbacks, very, very difficult journey for her. And when she finally found something that worked, they've finally embraced her. She's actually brilliant. Not that it comes as a big surprise because she's spent a lot of time in wrestling, in the wrestling world. And I love this character. I love this. It started out as like this annoying, grating character that I wasn't really sure where she was going with it, but it really just gave her the opportunity to get more TV time, and more TV time really gave her the opportunity to show all of her skills. And she is such a nice human being. And yeah, proud Canadian, proud of her. A very great moment. Now she's going to go down in history as being the first champion of that title. So very, very happy. And they did right by Chelsea.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see where things go, of course, because she's got a pretty big following and a lot of helium, as they like to say right now. So as I mentioned, Cody Rhodes taken out by Kevin Owens after the event, went off the air with a package pile driver. I know a lot of people were going crazy for that move. And, it's interesting. Cody Rhodes has been a big factor in a lot of storylines for quite some time here, but it seems like they might be trying to move on from him a little bit here, Jan. What do you make of this situation, and where do you think this storyline is headed?
Two things stood out for me. I don't love when they have the true part of the storyline happen after it goes off the air. That's a big ask to take an audience that you've already asked to commit 2 hours of their night to, and if you've watched pre-show, more, to follow you to an after show program because you've made the decision to do something that is crucial to whatever the storyline is that they have planned. So I didn't love that part. I would have preferred that the match finish 3 minutes earlier and that segment would have been included in the broadcast. I think they have the full audience at that point, but I love what they did. Ironically, we did a package pile driver spot in my show earlier than the a wrestling company. We did one like maybe about a half hour or an hour before that one happened on Raw. It was wild to watch that, or on the Saturday night's main event. It was wild to watch that after the fact. But I like heel Kevin Owens. I've always liked heel Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is better as a heel than he is as a babyface. So where this goes, I don't know whether Kevin and Cody carry this on together, or if we're going to see The Rock interjected when we come around to the Raw debut. I have to think you're right. It does feel like they're going away from Cody a little bit. Now they've got a storyline injury that's going to keep him off TV, keep him out of action, whatever that may be. I can't help but think this leads to, the road to WrestleMania. Where it goes, I don't know, but I'm very interested. Kevin taking over the press conference yesterday. Kevin, posting videos from headquarters where he tapes a photo of himself over the giant portrait of Cody. Hard not to enjoy Kevin when he does that kind of work.
Yeah, he's absolutely much better when he is a heel, like you mentioned. So the road to WrestleMania, of course, is coming up, but so is the road to Raw's debut on Netflix, Jan. And you look at this card as far as what WWE has released so far, it's pretty loaded. You've got a main event with CM Punk taking on Seth Rollins. You've got Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, and then you've got a women's world championship match with Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley. So no surprise that WWE is going to absolutely stacked the card in their first event on Netflix. But it's really kind of unprecedented because, from time to time you get these big matches, but it's pretty rare you get almost a PLE style of event on a show like Monday Night Raw.
I agree. We haven't even probably begun to find out what other surprises will be in store. As I mentioned, I would not be surprised if The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin or Hulk Hogan were included in this. We already know that Travis Scott is going to be there because he has the theme song for the Raw Netflix show. I really, really like that they're putting main event shows on TV again. We used to see that all the time when we watched Raw on Monday nights, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s. You could count on Raw ending with Stone Cold in a match, or The Rock in a match, or The Undertaker in a match. Not so much anymore. I mean, they rely heavily on Sami Zayn or occasionally Seth Rollins, but very often not in matches. So, Drew McIntyre works a lot of main events for them. So this is interesting to me to have Punk and Seth and Roman and Solo, especially in a tribal combat match, which we haven't seen in a while. I like it. I've also heard rumors that they may have that others, I believe it's the Intercontinental Women's title, the final might also be included on that episode as well. Yeah, I love what they're doing, and then you can guarantee there's going to be some surprises and maybe a few other surprise guests before the dust settles on this.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a bit of surprise yesterday at the press conference for Raw as Logan Paul was announced as the newest signee to Raw and had a pretty darn good promo, I would say. So they're obviously building him up, and I imagine we'll be seeing him January 6th as well. But we'll be talking a lot about it as we get closer to that date. For Jan Murphy, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.